guys, I'm Adriana, and I'm here for this week's word of encouragement. So this week, as I was trying to come up with what to share, I struggled a bit. I knew I had some things that I had written before and that I wanted to share. However, I couldn't remember which ones I had talked about before or if I talked to anybody about them, and I didn't really want to reshare it. So I tried to dive into a new word, but every time that I tried, I was distracted. I couldn't really focus, or I just felt, I didn't feel it. I was feeling discouraged because I wasn't sitting down and spending time with God. Like I said, I was gonna and try to get this word. However, I still kept it in mind, like, God, you're with me. And by Saturday, I still didn't have anything. I was a bit desperate. I started to set some time, and I found Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verses 1 through 14. However, when I tried to sit down, I was having a writer's block, and I couldn't bring myself to do anything. Later, I was having date night with Julio, and we have this book where in our date nights, it like takes that date night and applies like words of God to it. And after we're playing, Tot texted me. She's like, yo, you got your word? And I was like, no, I don't yet. And I started to freak out even more. And as I was playing this game and doing the date night, I saw in the book that Ecclesiastes 3, 1 through 13 was in it. And I kind of took time to read it. And it reads like this. There's a time for everything and a season for every activity. Under the heavens, a time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to uproot, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to tear down and a time to build, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance, a time to scatter stones and time to gather them, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing, a time to search and a time to give up, a time to keep and throw away, a time to tear and a time to mend, a time to be silent and a time to speak, a time to love and a time to hate, a time for war and a time for peace. What do workers gain from their toil? I have seen the burden God has laid on the human race. He has made everything beautiful in its time and has also set eternity in the human heart. Yet no one can fathom what God has done from beginning to end. I was taken aback because all this time I was so distracted by everything or so worried about things that I had to say that God's just there. He's working. And I also came across Matthew 6:3 in the Message version, and it says, when you help someone out, don't think about how it looks. Just do it quietly and unobtrusively. That's the way your God, who conceived you in love, working behind the scenes, helps you. And all this time I was allowing fear and doubt creep into my mind, and instead of enjoying time with my loved ones or doing things, I realized God was there. I didn't see God, and He's always there working. And my thing is to say that no matter how we feel, no matter what we may be doing, or if we're feeling discouraged, take some time to know that God is here. He's not nowhere. When you take the words God is nowhere and switch it around and switch your perspective, it says God is now here. He's working behind the scenes. He's making everything beautiful in its time, and He's making everything in your life beautiful. So right now you might be in your time of weeping and time of sorrow and time of sadness, but no, there will be a time, if you lean into God and trust in His plan, that there will be happiness and just love pouring around you. So I pray that you continue to be mindful of His presence and just be encouraged in His plan. So thank you. Like and share if you're encouraged, and if not, still like and share. Maybe someone else will get encouraged. Thank you. See you next week. Bye.